Section 1, A Region on Edge, written by Fareed Zakaria from CNN, a renowned journalist and political commentator known for his insightful analysis on global affairs. The Middle East, a region synonymous with volatility, stands at a precipice. Its cities, markets, and people are caught in a web of uncertainty and fear. Tensions between Israel and Hezbollah, always simmering, have reached a fever pitch. The border areas are now hotspots of potential conflict, with both sides on high alert. The recent escalation, fueled by a complex web of historical grievances and geopolitical maneuvering, threatens to ignite a conflagration with global ramifications. Diplomatic efforts are ongoing, but the situation remains precarious. Adding to the combustible mix is Iran, the region's Shia powerhouse whose shadow looms large over the conflict. Iran's influence and actions are critical factors in the unfolding drama. As the drums of war beat louder, the international community must act decisively to avert a catastrophe. Peace talks and diplomatic interventions are more crucial than ever. The spectre of a wider regional war, one that could draw in Syria and other armed groups, hangs heavy in the air. The humanitarian impact would be devastating, with countless lives at risk. The potential for miscalculation is high, and the consequences would be devastating. Military leaders are in constant strategy meetings trying to navigate the complex landscape. The stakes could not be higher. The world watches with bated breath as high-stakes negotiations and emergency meetings take place. The Middle East, already grappling with multiple crises, can ill afford another devastating conflict. Humanitarian aid is crucial, and the plight of refugees fleeing conflict zones underscores the urgent need for peace. Section 2, A Legacy of Conflict, Israel and Hezbollah. The roots of the Israel-Hezbollah conflict run deep, entwined with the broader Israeli-Palestinian conflict and regional power struggles. Hezbollah, Arabic for Party of God, emerged in the 1980s during Lebanon's civil war with the backing of Iran. Its avowed goal to resist Israeli occupation of southern Lebanon. Over the years, the two adversaries have fought several wars and countless skirmishes. The 2006 Lebanon War, a month-long conflict that resulted in significant casualties and destruction on both sides, is a stark reminder of the devastating potential of this conflict. While a ceasefire has largely held since then, tensions have never truly abated. Section 3, The Shifting Sands of Conflict, Recent Escalations. In recent months, the security situation along the Israel-Lebanon border has deteriorated markedly, with tensions escalating to levels not seen in years. A series of incidents, including cross-border exchanges of fire, drone incursions, and alleged sabotage attempts, have raised the temperature to dangerous levels. These incidents have not only caused physical damage, but have also heightened the psychological strain on both sides. Adding to the volatility is the perception that both sides are preparing for a major confrontation. Military exercises and fortifications along the border are clear indicators of the escalating preparations. Israel, under its new right-wing government, has adopted a more assertive posture towards Hezbollah, vowing to respond forcefully to any provocation. This shift in policy has been accompanied by increased military activity and strategic planning. Hezbollah, for its part, has warned that it will not hesitate to strike back if Israel attacks Lebanon or its interests. The group's leadership has made it clear that they are prepared for any eventuality, further stoking the flames of conflict. This dangerous game of brinkmanship, fueled by mistrust and a desire to project strength, has increased the risk of a miscalculation that could spiral out of control. The international community watches with bated breath, hoping for a de-escalation before the situation reaches a point of no return. The stakes are high, and the consequences of a full-scale conflict would be devastating for the entire region. Section 4, The Iranian Nexus Fueling the Fire. This section delves into the intricate and often covert connections that fuel the ongoing conflict. No analysis of the Israel-Hezbollah conflict is complete without considering the pivotal role of Iran. Iran's influence is deeply embedded in the fabric of this conflict, shaping its dynamics in profound ways. Tehran provides Hezbollah with substantial financial, military, and logistical support, effectively making it a proxy force in its regional power struggle with Israel and its allies. This support includes advanced weaponry, strategic training, and significant funding, all aimed at bolstering Hezbollah's capabilities. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, particularly its elite Quds force, has been instrumental in training, equipping, and advising Hezbollah. The Quds Force, known for its clandestine operations, plays a crucial role in extending Iran's influence through Hezbollah. Iran views Hezbollah as a crucial element of its axis of resistance against Israel and the United States. This alliance is not just strategic but also ideological, rooted in a shared vision of resistance and regional dominance. Through Hezbollah, Iran can exert pressure on Israel, project power in the region, and deter attacks on its own soil. This proxy warfare allows Iran to engage in conflict without direct confrontation, maintaining a strategic advantage. Iran's support has enabled Hezbollah to transform itself from a guerrilla group into a formidable military force capable of posing a significant threat to Israel. This transformation has altered the balance of power in the region, making Hezbollah a key player in Middle Eastern geopolitics. Section 5. A tinderbox region, the risk of wider war. The possibility of the Israel-Hezbollah conflict escalating into a wider regional war is a chilling prospect. Syria, already ravaged by a decade-long civil war, could easily become a battleground. Iran, which has a significant military presence in Syria, would likely be drawn into the conflict, potentially triggering a direct confrontation with Israel. Moreover, other armed groups operating in the region, such as Hamas in the Gaza Strip and Palestinian Islamic Jihad, could be emboldened to launch attacks on Israel, further widening the conflict. The interconnectedness of regional alliances and rivalries means that any escalation has the potential to ignite a conflagration with unpredictable consequences. Section 6. The World Watches, a call for international action. The international community, deeply concerned by the escalating tensions, has a critical role to play in preventing a catastrophic war. The United States, as Israel's closest ally, has a particular responsibility to urge restraint and encourage dialogue. Europe, with its diplomatic leverage and economic ties, can also play a constructive role. The immediate priority must be to de-escalate tensions and prevent an outbreak of hostilities. This requires clear channels of communication, confidence-building measures, and a renewed commitment to diplomacy. In the longer term, a sustainable solution to the conflict requires addressing the underlying issues, including the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, Iran's regional ambitions, and the proliferation of weapons in the region. Section 7. Charting a path to peace. A distant hope. The path to peace in the Middle East is fraught with obstacles. Decades of mistrust, violence, and failed negotiations have created a seemingly intractable situation. Yet, the alternative, another devastating war, is unthinkable. The international community must not succumb to fatigue or resignation. A just and lasting peace, while elusive, is not impossible. It requires leadership, courage, and a willingness to make difficult compromises on all sides. The international community must provide the necessary support, encouragement, and pressure to help the parties bridge their differences and find a path to a more peaceful future.